Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster and welcome back to Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. In this one we're going to be continuing on with Sia's tale, the Usurper King, as we take on the Palace of Twilight. And well, let's continue playing as Sia herself, as it is her tale and overall Sia is recommended for this stage. But before I jump into that, I would like to switch her appearance, as she does have different outfits. Sadly, the ones we currently have unlocked aren't really that different. You know, she takes off her mask in one, and then she just removes the hat. It's pretty much the exact same outfit, just without the mask and hat. So I'm gonna go ahead and play with her hatless, as she's supposed to resemble Lana now, because they were once the same being. She's the evil half of Lana when they were one, and you can actually unlock her normal outfit eventually. I don't know how we're going to be doing it, probably through adventure mode, but let's continue legend mode and yeah, play with Sia in the unmasked outfit as we use the Scepter of Time. So let's go!
Sia had conquered the land of Hyrule in the blink of an eye, and claimed pieces of the Triforce as the spoils of her victory. Intoxicated by the power of the complete Triforce, she fell further under Ganondorf's sway. At his urging, she ripped time and space open to create portals to 3 other eras of Hyrule's storied past. Immediately, she sensed a power emanating from the era of Twilight. She set off to discover whether it was a resource to control or an enemy to destroy.
Alright, so it's time to take on the Palace of Twilight with Sia and Wizrow, and as you can see, yeah, we're not the only people here. There are 2 different forces entirely that we have to deal with, so that being the yellow and the red, which is going to be a bit tougher because there's so many enemies clashing into each other. We have the Bulblins and I guess Twilight Princess like enemies here, and then we're going to have what I'm assuming other foes from another clan, which that will be Zant's, and actually Zant's enemies are these, are they, or is it like a mixture? Let's go ahead and run in. I like how I can't even tell. So these yellow enemies are, yeah, against us with Zant, and then you got the red enemies, which are the Stalfos. Honestly, I thought they were on the same team, but you know, 2 different evil enemies against each other. Let's do this, guys. Alright, I'm not really paying attention to what we need to do. I just want to kind of kill off all these enemies. As you can see, though, I have updated Sia's badges quite a bit, along with Volga's. I wish we would have been able to play with Volga, because it would have been really cool to test out his new moveset, as I did upgrade it quite a bit. But with Sia, she does have new badges. I want to go ahead and use some of them and see how they look. Whoa, that was pretty sick. Whatever attack I was doing there, she was like charging some evil magic. But alright, let's just go ahead and use a normal Musu attack to kill everything surrounding me. 50 enemies in that one go. Not bad. I'm going to do it again, actually, because the amount of enemies that are just here in this exact location is ridiculous. Like, I'm already 400 kills in. Like, I've killed 400 people standing here. How? I don't know why and how they're all lining up this quickly here, but we got plenty more enemies to take on. I'm just trying to thin out the herd so our allied base doesn't get destroyed, but it seems like that isn't even stopping them, because as you can see, yeah, we got some generals marching their way to our allied base, as well as red enemies, which, okay, I'm gonna have to be extra careful of, come on, there we go. We managed to do that. Now I have a feeling the other forces here are supposed to be a part of Midna's team, of course, and to me, I just find it weird that Midna would have evil enemies like that, because it must be Zant versus, you know, Sia versus Midna, and Volga is on our team, which is pretty cool, but sadly I can't play as him. Hopefully he destroys. I'm gonna tell you now, he's not going to, but alright, let me just kind of clear up our allied stronghold, because this is all we have, and if this goes down, we lose. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill everything in front of it as I reach my way to these Dark Nuts and other generals. Overall, it's cool how they do reuse scenarios and change things up. Like I've mentioned before, it reminds me a lot of Dynasty Warriors, playing on different perspectives of the same battlefield. Really cool that they added that. Something I didn't think they were going to add. I thought we were only going to play through the hero's perspective. But no, we have Sia's perspective and like Ganon's as well, which will be later on. But okay, Midna's forces are getting into our base, I believe. So we have to defeat Zant or Midna. That's kind of cool, though, how we're given the option of either or. But as much as I'd want to progress and choose, I can't because the amount of enemies here. I guess I could swap to Wizrow. Huh, you know what? I might do that. He's really low level, so he'll gain like a lot of levels just from playing him here, so might as well do that instead of using the Bazaar to level them up with the rupees. That's something you'd want to do if you don't want to take the time to train a certain character. Makes it really easy, especially since the early levels are really low and you can max them to whatever your current max character is, which is super nice. So if like Link is level 100, if you have the rupees for it, you can level someone up to 100 just by paying for it, which is pretty neat to say the least. But that's not something I truly like doing. You know, I kind of like the grind, like I've said before. I'm just really into the grind this game has to offer. And wait, this is really a keep that doesn't need to be captured? I guess the game just wants me to trek through the Palace of Twilight, which, I mean, can we take a moment to appreciate how well designed this actually looks? It looks really nice and actually reminds me a lot of Twilight Princesses. Like I said, I feel like the areas in Twilight Princess did a really good job keeping it to look the way it should be. Like even with Kakariko Village, while I was disappointed at first, it still is a good representation of Kakariko, because Kakariko Village is literally just a straight line. So to me that kind of made sense. But as for certain other levels, you know, like the water temple, that was kind of weird, you know, from Ocarina of Time. But I guess it would have been really hard to make the water temple, which is all about floras and water, to make sense. So I guess Koei Tecmo did do a good job for what they were given, but it just would have been a lot cooler to have. Wait, why are these both like just closed off? I guess the game wants me to slowly open up the pathway as I trek through the complete opposite direction, which I don't mind doing, but I gotta walk all the way around now. So I think that's what I need to do. I believe I need to first enter through the yellow forces of Zant and slowly make my way up through the palace, which I guess I'm gonna have to do. So let's just go ahead and exit the palace while collecting as much as I can. But yeah, overall, just some level designs are really badass, mainly because of the structure and how things actually translated. Like here, like these bridges, these were things you'd summon through powering up the Master Sword on this, and then you'd head to different sides of the palace, and then you had the main one that you'd open up through the, you know, waterfall of misty twilightness, if that makes sense. And I don't know, seeing how well things are, like, it's exactly how I pictured it, and exactly how I remember it in Twilight Princess, that, you know, the subtle changes in size, because I'm sure they want to make it a bit bigger, because we're having a war on these platforms, it still just translates really well. Like, you feel it, you feel like, oh, this is literally from Twilight Princess, the same area. And yeah, having areas like that is really cool. Like I said, I feel like not all the reference areas are like that, but still. Okay, but as you can see, we opened up the pathway, and now we're going to be able to get ourselves to where Zant actually is, which doesn't seem too difficult. Like, it seems like it's just straightforward, which I'm excited for. Let's go ahead and quickly kill off these guys as well, just to make things a bit easier on us. Wizrow is doing completely fine, just chilling on his own, you know, at the base. I don't think we're going to have to worry about it, so yeah, let's go ahead and now take on Zant himself. Here we go. Alright, so yeah, Zant was waiting for us. All the doors closed. We literally had to take one specific keep out to open it up, so he wants us to be specific against him, and I will by spamming so many moves like I do with every single general. I love just pinning a general into the wall like this and then going to town, not giving him a chance to even attack. But you know, I would like to pick up this right here as well. There we go. Okay, Zant's on the floor. He's trying to be annoying, but I don't care. Enjoy this. It did absolutely nothing. All right, I guess you're gonna leave. Yeah, so yeah, the reason why I didn't damage him is because he was gonna transition out. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but it is what happened. And the battle ain't over yet, of course. Midna's forces have gotten stronger due to Zant's retreat, which is not good for us, because we're also against Midna. But, yeah. We got to now. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Is that Volga? Is Volga in serious trouble? I think he is, at least. The music's gonna change too. Oh, that is a strength to be respected. Wait, what's going on? There's no music. Never mind. It was a gold Skulltula that I was nearby, and the gold Skulltula literally just fled, so whoops. I was like nervous. I'm like, wait a second, is something crazy gonna happen? But okay, can I reach him? Oh, what? Did an ally do that? Did Volga really claim that keep on his own by himself without my help? I literally came for no reason. Dang, that is respect. That is something you don't normally see your allies doing by themselves. So, yeah, I was pretty surprised there. But alright, so now that we have managed to defeat, what's it called? The Usurper King, we now have to fight the Princess of Twilight, which, again, is going to take a little trekking because I actually thought Volga was going to need help. So I ended up going all the way to him, and now I have to go all the way back. Crap. Which I do believe we're going to have to, like, claim a specific keep or just get through the keep through the one area it's open. But actually, now that looking at it, I can't even get through there because both of these are closed. So I guess the game wants you to actually go all the way around to the complete opposite side. You know what would have been really convenient for this? Having owl statues. Why aren't there any owl statues in this level? That's kind of weird. And we're playing with like one of the slower moving characters. At least I do believe that every character moves a bit slower. But yeah, so now as you can see, there is a keep on the very far north of the map that I do believe if we open up, it will open up the door that will lead you to the one opening gate that takes you to where Midna is. And well, that's cool and dandy. It's just kind of weird how they introduced owl statues into this game and you can't actually utilize them. Like, they're not located on the map at all, and you have to head to the completely opposite sides. So I don't know, I'm a bit curious on why they did that, actually. But it's fine, because we made it to the keep now. Took us a while. This should open up the locked gate to where it is. But yeah, I'm just overall curious on why. Because literally this level has had stinking owl statues. So I don't know why they removed it. Maybe it is for the trekking. Maybe this level would be really short without moving so often that having the need to spend so much time going from one area to another could expose your allied base that you'd have to walk all the way back. So maybe they just want you to play the game the way it was meant to be played. This stage in particular wasn't meant for an owl statue. I think I solved it. But even if that's the case, I think I could do it without an owl statue because here I am at Midna using special powers. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's time to just break through all of her attacks and just dish out insane damage because I don't believe Wizro is going to be able to hold on his own. I mean, that's something only stinking Volga was able to do. But look at that, I'm halfway into her HP just from using my magic meter there because I constantly would break through. Now, let's go ahead and do this again. Feel bad for just spamming all this damage on Midna, but if this is really all the battle requires, then it makes sense in why they had us trek so far from one area to another because we are done. And no, we're not. Okay, never mind. There is more. That does make a lot of sense because I was wondering why the Great Fairy Fountain had yellow enemies in it and how we were supposed to take them on. But okay, what are all of you guys doing? I don't know, but let me clear you out. So now that we've managed to defeat both Ganon and Midna, we need to defend the allied base as there are so many enemies in it, which is not good. I'll switch to Wizro then in a second. Let me just make sure these guys die too, because a lot of assault troops in my way and so many enemies just in general. This is really satisfying just to chomp through. Oh yeah, there we go, another Musu. Okay, last attack and I'll quickly swap because I don't trust Wizro to hold it on his own. So let me pick up these items quickly. Do this. Alright, so wait, there's no enemy. What? Okay, never mind then. I was actually really worried. So now Volga is advancing forward, which is nice, but yeah, for a second I thought we were screwed. Okay, so now that Midna and Zant have been defeated, the King's Hall is open. I mean, we already opened that. Midna, are you gonna run? It's time to run. Alright, go for it. Alright, Midna has withdrew. Okay. So, with that done, this specific event, it seems like we're still trapped in here. I thought this would open up for us. We're actually completely trapped in here. Wait a second. Are all the doors closed? No wonder there's no owl statue. That makes a lot of sense. We can't even teleport. I haven't managed to get captured here. So now we need to make our way all the way around again to open up the... How am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to just send Volga? Because I realize I can't leave this area. I'm completely stuck. So I might need to send Wizro, if anything, to do the dirty work. Or to open up the fairy fountain. Okay. So this is where swapping becomes maybe mandatory. Unless I like take my time to claim a keep and open up an area. I feel like that would work too. Like maybe if I claim the keep up here, it would just open up the door. But let's use the convenience of having another player on our side. While he is level 1, so he's going to be really weak, we should gain quick levels just from killing enemies because we are so underleveled. Wow, Wizro is a very slow character, by the way. Not liking him too much, especially since I don't have too much experience with him. But, oh, look at that. We used a Kamehameha of sorts. Alright, so defeat Zant to win. Zant is going to start making his way to us. I believe we should attempt to maybe capture this. And Agitha's appeared. What the heck? I honestly completely forgot how these events pan out. So this is actually kind of new to me. I did not think Agitha would be here. But okay, there's no way we can even do anything here. This is completely useless. Let's swap back. And Agitha, hi. Okay. I'm going to take you on first, and then we'll head over to Zant. I think we'll be fine doing that if I need to claim that keep to go all the way around, which is going to be very annoying to do. But, okay, no, we can just defeat Agitha first. So, let's work on that. Yes! Build up the meter. No, okay, we almost broke her weak point, which would have probably finished her up. But yeah, we got to get the key from her. Okay, there we go. Now, can we open Sesame? Hopefully we can open Sesame. We probably can't. Open Sesame! No, it didn't. What am I doing? Okay, now I think we're going to have to actually go around. Or maybe the key will open it up. Oh, look, it opened up this. Sweet, we did it. We're out. We're free. We have escaped. Nice. So yeah, this is definitely the reason why I didn't add owl statues in this level. But you thought Zant was the only one we had to worry about. Well, no. We also have Argarok. Hopefully our dragon can take on this one. We got Volga, from the Volvagia from Ocarina of Time versus Argarok. Who do you think you'd win in a battle? I don't know, actually. But, alright. He's here. Things are terrifying. I need to worry about him a lot, but I could also just do what I normally do and go straight for the bad guy and not give a single crap. Yeah, I mean, the game wants me to defeat Argarok, so maybe this isn't going to work, but it's worth trying because I love just trying to, you know, break the sequence of the game. Well, I'm not really a sequence break. What am I talking about? But I would like to see if I could break it and not take on what's supposed to be taken on because he's attacking our stronghold and you're supposed to have, like, not much time to deal with it. So, once Zant does his little shebang, let's just go ahead, dish out more damage, keep hitting him. Can we do this? This is risking our allied base, but it doesn't matter. So, yep, this is where if you're willing to risk it, you might end up, you know, shaving off a little bit of time. So instead of taking on Argarok, as literally the game is telling us to on the corner here, underneath the map, I didn't have to. I could easily just go straight for the boss and end it. And I feel like that's what I've been doing in most of these Legend modes, just to show off like the main objective we need to do. Though it's still something to worry about, especially if you are under-leveled or you feel like you're not fast enough to defeat Zant to take on Argarok and kind of protect your base. You know, I just like to do what see, Impa literally did this, I believe, in the previous scenario. She left Zelda to die and went straight for the villain. That's what I'm doing. I'm leaving everything behind. I'm going straight for the objective. I don't care what happens. It's an all-in scenario. Probably the dumbest way to strategize, but do I care? No, I don't. I'm the villain this time, so I'm not gonna care. But alright, so yeah, that does that for this one. No cutscene, it seems. We had the victory animation, which means there is no little cutscene or, you know, story that happens after, sadly. But that pretty much does it for this one. And look, actually some new items. Hopefully we'll be able to upgrade things. We defeated a total of 10 or 100,000 enemies. Wow. Which is not bad, but as you can see, yes, Skyloft awaits with the Demon Lord. So we went through the Usurper King, we took him on, all that, but now it's time to head over to, you know, Skyward Sword's era and take on the Demon Lord itself, as well as, you know, be able to use Sia and Volga, which I'm probably going to try to use both, or mainly Volga, because I really want to test him out. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this one of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. We're almost done with Sia's story. Once we are complete, we're going to continue up Legend Mode. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy. And well, I'll see you all in the next one as we take on Skyloft with the Demon Lord. Peace!